That's a funny fucking flute. Some Freudian slip, huh? Hi, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Goats and Cookies. I'm your host, Kevin, and this episode is called Who Stole America? Today, there's no co-hosts. There's no historian, no communications guys, no special guests, just me, my drink, some talking points, and some questions I have for all of you that you can answer in the comments section if you feel so inclined. And honestly, I'm kind of excited for this because I've been watching this country for a long while now, and I think we're asking the wrong questions. We argue about Republicans, we argue about Democrats, we argue about socialism, capitalism, communism, pronouns, flags, guns, religion, immigration, abortion. Every night we're told there's something new to be angry about. But what if all that was just noise? What if the real question is much simpler? What the fuck happened to America? Not the America in history books, not the America politicians sell during election season, the America we actually live in. Because somewhere along the way, we stopped building a country and started managing a business. This episode is not about blaming one party. Hell, they both had their turn fucking everything up. Tonight is about asking how the richest country in human history ended up with people who can't afford to see a doctor, can't afford a house, can't afford college, can't afford kids, and can't afford to retire. If that's success, I'd hate to see failure. So we don't have a left and a right. We have an up and a down. They want us fighting over red versus blue. Because if we're busy fighting each other, nobody notices the people at the top getting paid more and more every year, getting richer every year. Republicans blame Democrats. Democrats blame Republicans. Meanwhile, Wall Street keeps cashing checks. Defense contractors keep getting contracts. Insurance companies keep denying claims. Lobbyists, they keep writing our legislation for us. And working people keep asking for overtime. Maybe the biggest political divide isn't left versus right. Maybe it's ordinary people versus concentrated power. So ask yourselves, who actually has the power in America today? The people or the people who can afford to buy influence? We we became consumers instead of citizens, and this one kind of scares me. Americans know more about the newest iPhone than they know about the Constitution. We, I include myself in this, know celebrity drama better than most labor history. We spend more time shopping than organizing, more time scrolling than reading, more time arguing online than talking to our neighbors. We are incredible consumers and we're becoming terrible citizens as a result. Maybe that wasn't an accident. So ask yourselves, what does being an American citizen actually require? Because voting every 4 years doesn't seem like enough anymore. Fear has become an industry. Every election is the most important election of our lifetime. Every news story is breaking. Every disagreement is the end of democracy. Fear, it sells. Fear gets clicks. Fear raises campaign money. Fear keeps people watching. A population that's constantly afraid is easier to manipulate than one that's constantly informed. I spent enough time in Iraq to know what actual danger looks like. America is not free from problems, but we sure seem addicted to panic. Think about it. Who benefits when Americans stay angry and afraid every day? Next, I'll say the American dream, it's become a subscription service. Our our parents, my generation's parents anyway, they bought houses on one income. Today, people with college degrees are living with roommates. Healthcare costs more, education costs more, housing costs more, food costs more, everything costs more, except for labor. It's really funny how that worked out. We produce more wealth than any generation before us, yet somehow we own less of it. So when did hard work stop being enough? Now, I made a video before and I recommend you go watch it. Patriotism, it's not blindness. I love this country, and that's why I criticize it. I didn't swear an oath to a fucking president. I didn't swear an oath to a fucking political party. I swore an oath to the fucking Constitution. Real patriots, they don't pretend America is perfect. They refuse to accept that it can't be better. There's a huge difference. Nationalism, it says my country is always right. Patriotism says My country is worth improving. It's worth it. Next, I'll say America doesn't need saving. It needs remembering. The Constitution, labor rights, community, public service, critical thinking, neighbor helping neighbor. None of these ideas are radical. They're American. We've just forgotten them. Maybe the future isn't inventing something new. Maybe it's remembering what made this place worth fighting for in the first place. So, to all of you, I ask, if you could bring back one American value that we've completely lost, what would it be? Drop that in the comments. To sum all this up, I'll say I don't know exactly what America looks like 50 years from now, and neither do you. But I know what I hope it looks like. I hope it's a country where your zip code doesn't determine whether you get to see a doctor, where your paycheck doesn't determine whether your kids get a good education, where patriotism means serving your community instead of screaming at strangers, where we judge ideas by whether they improve people's lives and not by what political label somebody sticks on them, and where we remember that democracy isn't something we inherited, it's something we're responsible for. Every generation gets one shot at leaving this country better than they found it, and I hope ours does not waste it. Semper Fi. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, all that shit. And thank you very much for listening.